insults because you know what I'm telling you is right. So your only rebuttal is to try to attack me personally, to try to say that you can see through my eyes that there's just nothing there. Any topic, anytime, I would be happy to debate you, my guy, because all you got at the end of the day is a personal insult. It is a fact that the media loves to peddle fear. It happened during COVID. Oh my God, supply chains are going to be affected. And what did you guys do? And yes, I said you guys, because us, we didn't do that. You ran out to the stores and you started stockpiling shit, thus making the shelves empty. Therefore, the media can go, see, we told you. And then 2 days, 3 days later, the shelves were filled and the media moved on to the next fear tactic. That's just the bottom line. That's the truth of it. Y'all were stockpiling toilet paper because the media told you to be afraid because COVID was killing everybody, right? Right. And because you know what I'm saying is right, the only thing that you can come back at is to personally attack me. I got news for you there, buddy. This skin is thicker than a Snicker. It's going to take a lot more than that to personally upset me, okay? There's not a damn thing that you're going to say to me that's going to upset me or hurt my feelings because I don't have feelings like that. I'm not a fragile feeling person. I can take it. But that's the fact. The media, you guys are saying that because of Donald Trump's tariffs, the ports are going to be empty, the grocery shelves are going to be empty. So what does that do? It makes you guys run out and start overstocking your house out of fear and panic. Because it is much easier to control the masses if you make the masses afraid and fear and live in a constant state of anxiety. I don't live like that. And I refuse to live like that. Donald Trump's tariffs are going to cause the ports to be empty and you're not going to be able to get any groceries, right? That's what they're peddling right now. 2 weeks ago, it was the tariffs were going to crash the economy. Well, that didn't happen. So what can we do to make the public afraid? I know what worked during COVID was make them afraid that the ports are going to be empty and the shelves and the groceries are going to be empty, which therefore causes fear and panic. It's the same old talking, walk and dance. Like, when are you guys going to wake up and see that? The media, you guys think these news stations telling you this stuff, you don't think that they're not biased? You don't think that they have an agenda? You don't think that they're not bought and paid for? They just told you for 4 years that Joe Biden was on top of his game. And you and I could see with our own eyes and ears that he was not. The man was clearly suffering from dementia. And the media told you he's good. And now they're backpedaling. Yeah, well, we kind of knew he was bad, but you know, whoops. That's the same media right now that's telling you to be afraid that those grocery stores are going to be empty. And you're believing it. Hook, line, and sinker. Right? That's you. And because you know what I'm saying is right, and it goes against your fragile feelings, the only thing that you can say to me is a personal insult. You're going to have to dig deeper, my guy. Okay? You're going to have to dig deeper. I'm a 50-year-old woman. You think the people haven't said mean things to me before? Sweetie, I got news for you. I can handle it. I'm not afraid to speak the truth. You guys want to live in a constant state of fear and panic. I don't choose to live my life that way, okay? The reason the shelves would be empty is because people get scared and they run out and they overstock their homes, thus causing the shelves to be empty. The only reason you're peddling this is because the media's scare tactics about the economy didn't work. So 2 days ago, they started peddling the shelves and the port emptying thing. And you guys are right on track pushing that narrative out, okay? If it was going to empty the ports and the grocery stores, why didn't they talk about it 2 weeks ago when Donald Trump instilled the tariffs in the first place? Because it didn't work. The stock market crashed. Yes, 2 days later, it rebounded. The difference? The media didn't tell you about the rebound. They only told you about the gloom and doom. Because it's so much easier to control the masses when you leave the masses afraid. I'm not someone that is easily afraid. And if a personal insult is all you have instead of talking to me logically, it just means I win the conversation. You see what I'm saying? I don't choose to live my life in fear and panic, my guy. Do I understand that the tariffs are going to cause a little bit of rockiness? 100%. But I just dealt with the last 4 years of a shit economy, watching y'all's president let 12 million people walk across that border, get handed free housing, free healthcare, free money, free clothing, free hotel stays on the backs of us, the taxpayers. I watched the stock market plunge under Joe Biden. I watched housing become unaffordable, gas and groceries become unaffordable. And you guys pretended it didn't happen because the media told you everything's great. And here you are again, listening to the media dictate your every fucking thought process. I'm sorry, my guy, it doesn't work for me, okay? And if you can't come up with a rebuttal and the only thing that you can come back at me with is, yeah, I can tell behind your eyes, you're stupid. You're gonna have to dig a little deeper because I got skin thicker than a Snicker, boo-boo, and that shit don't try me, okay? You wanna live your life in fear and panic, go right ahead. I'm not gonna do that, okay? You think I was happy when Joe Biden was the president for 4 years and I watched our economy tank? I watched housing become unaffordable. I watched our southern border be overrun, and you guys said, well, it's because of a border bill. The Democrats would have closed the border if Trump hadn't crashed the border bill. Funny, Trump becomes president and he closes that shit down in a weekend. A weekend. Went down from 10 million people to like nothing in a weekend because he empowered Borders Patrol to do their jobs. But you guys want to keep believing the media. That same media that told you that Joe Biden was top of his game. And we all know he wasn't. So which one is it? You want to continue believing that media that is peddling fear and scare tactics and lies to you? Or do you want to maybe log off social media and stop being afraid of the shadow around every corner? That's up to you. The choice is yours. But if all you got from me is a personal insult, boo-boo, you're going to have to dig deeper. Good talk, buddy.